Good morning. Let us solve this problem using Newton-Raphson method. It says that for a 3-bus system shown in figure, find the values of V2 delta 2 which are variable for bus number 2 and Q3 and delta 3 which are variable for bus number 3 at the end of first iteration of Newton-Raphson method of load flow. So we have to evaluate the values of the variables at the end of first Newton-Raphson iteration. First we'll run the procedure and then we can evaluate for any number of iterations. So this is the same problem which we have already solved using Gauss-Seidel method of load flow. So remember the steps of Newton-Raphson method of load flow. So first step is to evaluate the values of bus admittance matrix. So whether Gauss-Seidel method or Newton-Raphson method, everywhere you need to evaluate Y-bus elements. So check your notebook and quickly fill the positions of the Y-bus. So this is our Y-bus for the 3-bus system. You can cross check it in your notebook. You are already having the values while calculating using Gauss-Seidel method of load flow. So first step is over. Step number 1 was formulation of Y-bus. So after that, assume initial values of variables. So variables, which type of variables? Delta and V, not Q. We are not going to assume the initial values of Q variable. We will evaluate delta and V first, and then Q as a, which is function of delta and V and other parameters can be evaluated knowing the values of V and delta. So at bus number 2, variables are V2 and delta 2. So we need to assume the initial values of V2 represented by this. Let us take 1 per unit and delta 2 as 0 degree. So we need to assume the value of delta 3, not Q3, right? So delta 3 again 0 degree. So our next task is to evaluate the corrections corresponding to these variables. Del V2 0 because our first iteration is started now. So first we will evaluate delta V2 0, del delta 2 0 and del delta 3 0 using the relation power mismatch vector for this system. So del P and del Q basically. So this is PQ and PB, whether PQ or PB, del P will be there. So we may write del P2, del P3 and this is Q2 specified, so del Q2. So next is PV bus. So Q is not specified, so only 3 specified parameters are there in the 3-bus system given in the problem, right? So these will be the power mismatch variables and this vector is power mismatch vector. So using the relation, write Jacobian matrix. Later on we will discuss how to evaluate the elements of this matrix, and the correction vector corresponding to the variables which are delta 2, again del delta 3 and the last one, see here these are the variables. So corresponding delta will be there, right? Delta, right? So del delta 2, del delta 3 and del V2. Understand? So using this relation, we will try to evaluate the values of the corrections corresponding to the variables. So first we need to evaluate this, then this, and using these two values of the matrices, we will evaluate this. Once these are evaluated, these variables are evaluated, these corrections will be added to the previous iteration values of the corresponding variable, and thus variables will be updated in each iteration. So if you are talking about first iteration, so this is your first iteration. So before that you have assumed the values of the variables, so you will add the obtained corrections after first iteration to the assumed value, so that you will get the values of the variables at the end of first iteration, which has been asked in the problem, right? So if you are talking about first iteration, so you need to evaluate these zeros. So this will be also 0, you write here. So you will get these 0 values. Fine. In the next iteration, if asked in the problem, means second iteration, so you will already have V21 evaluated at the end of first iteration, delta 21 and delta 31. So you can evaluate these mismatch variables using the updated value of the variables. That will be 1, 1, 1. So you will represent 1, 1, 1. Again, evaluate the elements of Jacobian matrix, substituting the updated values of the variables. So you will represent 1. Then you will get delta 1, 1, 1. Then update delta 1, V21 at the end of second iteration. So now you will get V22, delta 22, delta 32, and so on. So in Newton-Raphson method, within 2-3 iterations, the solution is converged generally. So if you want to go beyond that, as per your specification of the tolerance, you can proceed accordingly. Clear? But in this problem, it has been asked to get the value of the variables at the end of first iteration only. So we will proceed accordingly. So our first task will be to evaluate this, right? Then this, then update the variable. That's it. That will be the solution of the problem. So we will proceed one by one. You know what is del P2? What is del P2? Yes, yes. So this is specified at P2, right? So this minus calculated. So how to calculate this? Have you noted down all the values? Okay. So you know the general formula of P and Q as Pi. Okay, for bus number 2, I will be 2. So here you used to write Vi, right? And K is equal to 1 to N. N is number of buses. So 3 is there. Yik. So I is 2 here. So 2K, Vk. And for P, you used to put cosine, right? Theta ik, I is 2 here. Plus delta k minus delta I is 2. So put here 2. So this is the general formula for evaluating P2, isn't it? Similarly, for P3, you may write V3, K is equal to 1 to 3, Yik, now it will become by 3K, Vk, cosine of theta ik, plus delta k minus delta I, which is 3 here. Fine. So you know the formula of P. Similarly, you need to evaluate the value of del Q also. So for that, you need to evaluate a specified minus calculated. So first write the calculated values. Del Q2 will be again specified is this one Q2 minus calculated. That's why write the formula of Q2. So Q2 will be here negative sign was there, right? Minus Vi. Check your notebook. K is equal to 1, 2, 3. N is 3 here. Yik, I is 2. Vk, sign is here, right? Theta ik plus delta k minus delta I, which is 2. Just check. So you know the formula for calculating P2, P3 and Q2, whatever, Qi and Pi, wherever required. So with the help of these formulas and the specified values, you can evaluate del P2. If 0 is there, suppose you want to evaluate del P2 0. So del P2 0 will be nothing but P2 specified minus P2 0 calculated. What does it mean 0 here? Substitute the values of the variables which you have already assumed initially. If P2 1 is there, if P2 1 is there, suppose del P2 1, so a specified will be fixed minus P2 1. What does it mean? P2 1 means calculate P2 by substituting the values of the variables which you have obtained at the end of first iteration, and so on. Are you getting or not? Okay. So similarly, del P30 and del Q20 will be evaluated. So from here you may write so substitute the values. This implies P20 will be, expand it, we are having 3 terms, so this will be V2. Now put 0 here because V2 is variable. So V2 0, this is common, so you can take common or take for each with each term. So K is 1, Y21 V1 cos of theta 21 plus delta 1 minus delta 2. So substitute the values of the variables. This is specified corresponding to slack bus, but this is variable, and this is P20, so hence you will put here 0. This is again specified. This is specified corresponding to slack bus. This is specified. This is variable you have substituted, right? Second term, K is equal to 2, K is equal to 2, so right here plus V20 Y22 V2 cos of theta 22 plus delta 2 minus delta 2. This will get cancelled. Okay, right by anyhow. Okay, 0. This will get cancelled. Equal. Plus third term. So third term will be corresponding to K is equal to 3. So for 3, write V2 0 Y23 V3 cos of theta 23 plus delta 3 minus delta, just check it. So this is variable, hence put 0 here. This is not variable, this is a specified quantity, as bus number 3 is PV bus, right? This is variable and this is also variable. So substitute the values and first calculate the value of P20. So substituting the values of the parameters and the variables, initial variables which we have assumed. So you can observe that V20 is common in all the 3 terms, so we can take common, and Y21 values are this. B1 is slack bus voltage magnitude 1.05 cosine. So finally you are getting minus 1.1399 per unit as P20. So knowing this, you can evaluate del P20. Similarly, you need to evaluate P30 also. So for P30, this will be, I am editing here itself, Y31 B1 cosine of 31 plus delta 1 minus delta 3 plus Y32 V2 32 delta 2 minus delta 3. So this time this will not get cancelled, and V3 Y33 again V3 cosine of delta theta 33 plus delta 3 minus delta 3. So this time this term will get cancelled. So substitute the corresponding values. So this time while writing P30, V3 is a specified quantity, not variable, but V2 is variable. So wherever variable is there, just write the values of R or R minus 1. So this is your first iteration, so R is 1, so R minus 1 will be 0, right? So check the for the variables. This is specified. This is specified now. This is variable. Okay. This is specified. Fine. So after substituting the values of the specified and the variables, initial assumed values of the variables, you will get the value of P30 as this. Now next you have to evaluate Q2 0. So Q2 0, so this way we can further evaluate Q2 0. The formula of Q2 is this. So after substituting the values of the specified parameters and variables, we will get the value of Q2 0 as this 2.2799 per unit. Here we are evaluating Q2 0, means we have yet not evaluated the values of the variables in first iteration. So whatever the values of the variables are there with us, that is assumed value, we will substitute accordingly. So both are 0, so put 0. In next iteration they may be different. Fine. So this way we have evaluated P20 del P30 and Q20. So now we will evaluate del P20 as P2 specified. What was P2 specified? -4 per unit, minus P20 you have evaluated. Tell me the values. -1.1399. So tell me the final value. -2.8601 per unit. Similarly, evaluate del P30, which will be P3 specified minus P30 calculated. So what was P3 specified? 2 per unit minus 0.5616, which is coming out to be 1.4384 per unit. Similarly, the third one, del Q2 0. So Q2 specified. Tell me the values. -2.5 per unit minus -2.279. Yeah, this one, right? So -2.2799. So which is coming out to be -0.2201 per unit. Fine. So now we have evaluated the power mismatch corresponding to the 3 specified quantities of the 3-bus system in our problem. So what will be the next task? So we may write this. Just note down the values. So now we have del P20, del P30 and del Q2 0. These 3 power mismatch values are known now. Fine. So next we have to evaluate the elements of Jacobian matrix, and once the values of this matrix is known, we can get the values of the corrections corresponding to the variables of our problem. Fine. So first we will try to write the elements of Jacobian matrix. So here the variables are delta 2, delta 3 and V2, right? Del delta and del V in that order, right? So the first element will be del P2 upon del delta 2, first variable, del delta 2. So if you are writing for 0, so you will evaluate corresponding to this 0. If you are writing for 1, so corresponding to 1, you know the values, right? The next element will be del P2 upon del delta 3. So what will be the order of Jacobian matrix? This is the order of this is 3 by 1. So this is 3 by 1. Hence this column vector corresponding to the correction in the variables will be again 3 by 1. So this will have dimension of 3 by 3. So the third element of first row will be del P2 upon del third variable is V2, right? Evaluate at, are you getting or not? So write the second row corresponding to P3. Again variables are delta 2, delta 3 and V2. Fine. So you will write del P3 upon del delta 2, del P3 upon del delta 3 and del P3 upon del V2. Are you getting or not? So the next will be, this is Q2. So del Q2 upon del delta 2 evaluated at initial values of the variables. If you are going to write 1, it means evaluated at the values of the variables obtained at the end of first iteration, right? So this is our first iteration, that's why we are evaluating at initial values of the variables assumed. That's why writing 0 here, right? Del Q2 upon del delta 3, 0, and here it will be del Q2 upon del V2, 0. So these are the 9 elements of the Jacobian matrix having order 3 by 3, and here you will get del delta 2 if 0, so put here 0, del delta 3 0, and del, what will be the third variable? V2, isn't it? Any problem? So this will be a column vector of dimension 3 by 1. Fine. So we have evaluated this. Next we have to evaluate the elements of the 9 elements of the Jacobian matrix. That's it. Once these elements are known, you can take inverse of this and multiply with this, you will get this. Once these values are known, just update the variables by adding the corresponding corrections. Clear? So one by one we will evaluate the elements of the Jacobian matrix. So in order to evaluate the value corresponding to del P2 upon del delta 2, 0. So you know the expression for P2 and you are going to differentiate with respect to delta 2. So out of 3 terms, 1 term will vanish as there will be delta 2 minus delta 2. So no variable, delta 2 variable will be there. So out of 3 terms you will get 2 terms. So differentiate, you will get like this. So after substituting the values, here you have taken 0, that's why take the 0 value of this variable. This is a specified variable, 0, a specified variable, right? So 0. After substituting the corresponding values, we are getting the value of this element as 54.2799. Just note down. So similarly, del P2 upon del delta 3, now the variable is delta 3. So you will get this term, and after substituting the values, you are getting the values as minus 33.2800. Now next evaluate del P2 upon del V2. Del V2, this one, this third one. So V2 is in all the 3 terms of the P2 expression. So after evaluating the value of del P2 upon del V2 and substituting the values of the variables and parameters, we are getting our del P2 upon del V2 0 as 24.8601 per unit. Just cross check it. So next we will evaluate this one, del P3 upon del delta 2, 0. So observe the expression of P3 and evaluate with respect to del delta 2 and substitute the initial value of the variables and tell me the final value. So this way we have evaluated del P3 upon del delta 2, and after substituting the values we are getting as minus 33.2800 per unit. Similarly, this term del P3 upon del delta 3. So that can be evaluated. Only two terms are there. Why third term is not there? This time our variable is delta 3. So third term is having delta 3 minus delta 3. That get cancelled. So no term of delta 3. So constant with respect to delta 3. That's why we are having two terms. You can check it. So after substituting the values, you are getting the value of this del P3 upon del delta 3 0 as 66.0400. So we have evaluated 5 elements. So remaining 4 elements. So next one will be del P3 upon del V2. This one 0. So del P3 upon del V2, we are having just one term, right? And this is coming out to be minus 16.6400 per unit. Now next one, del Q2 upon del delta 2 0. So here we are having two terms. Second term is vanished. Why? This time variable is delta 2. So delta 2 minus delta 2 0. That's why independent of delta 2, that's why 0, right? So first and third term corresponding to that. So this is V2 0, assumed value of the V2, initial value 1 per unit, right? So corresponding values has been substituted, and finally we are getting del Q2 0 upon del Q2 upon del delta 2 0 as minus 27.1400. So we have evaluated this. So last two terms we will evaluate quickly. So finally we have evaluated the last two terms of the Jacobian matrix del Q2 upon del delta 3 is 0 as. So delta 3 is variable now. You are going to differentiate Q2. So observe the expression for Q2. You will see that there is no delta 3 in first two terms of this Q3 expression for the 3 bus system, right? So the first two terms will vanish, and the last term, third term, will be like this. After differentiating Q2 with respect to delta 3, so you will get this. There was sine, right, in Q2. So it will become cosine, right? So like that. After substituting the values of the variables, so this is V2 0, this is minus sign. So minus 1, this was 1 per unit, assumed as 1 per unit. Other specified parameters, these two variables are initially assumed to be 0. That's why substitute 0 0. In later iterations, whatever the values will be obtained, you have to substitute that updated values of the variables, right? So this way we are getting 16.6400 per unit. The last one, del Q2 upon del V2, this one 0. So we are having two terms here and the third terms like that. The second term will not have delta 2 0, that get cancelled. So after substituting the values in the three terms of this expression, and you are getting the value of this element of the Jacobian matrix as 49.7201 per unit. What next? So till now we have evaluated these elements, 3 elements, then the 9 elements of the Jacobian matrix. So next step will be to evaluate this with the help of these two matrices. So you may write this matrix is equal to inverse of this Jacobian matrix times this, right? So this way we will get the values of these variables, and once corrections in the 3 variables are known, we will update the corresponding variables, right? We will add these calculated values of the corrections in the assumed value of the variables. Thus the 3 variables will get updated. So what about the fourth variable, Q3? We are having 4 variables, right? So now Q3 will be calculated putting the values of the variables, updated values of the variables and parameters in the expression of Q3. Fine. And then we will check the limits. If it is coming out to be within the limits Qi mean and Qi max, that is Q3 mean, Q3 max given in the problem, right? 1 per unit and 1.5 per unit, right? If it is coming out to be within these two limits, then okay, this is PV bus, otherwise it will be treated as PQ bus, and again we need to evaluate the variables corresponding to PQ bus, V3 and delta 3, right?